Good morning, guys. So as you can see, I'm in the garage and I've got my ice hat set up back here, drying out from the last time I was out. And I went to my local Menards here and I picked up a few things so that I can make, oh, there we go, not much. I picked up a few things so that I can make an anchor, so that I can anchor the hub down. If you guys haven't seen the video where that thing blew away on me with me inside of it, I'll go ahead and drop in a clip right here. That was... Holy shit. So I don't want that to happen again. And I was cruising some local Facebook pages and some guys were talking about this and somebody came up with a good idea. If I can find the thread, I'll give the dude a shout out. But just a D-ring here. I've got a couple bolts and then a couple acorn nuts. Two of those. This clip here. And what else do I need? I need a piece of PVC, which I've got some back here. I don't know what I even bought this for. There's a couple pieces. Ooh, the other one's a little bit bigger diameter, but this piece will work just fine. What is this? See if I can see. It's 1-inch PVC. And so those few pieces there, I'll just need one piece of this, probably 2 foot long or so. And then over here, I've got some rope in the hut. I'll cut a piece of this off. I always carry something like this around, and you should if you're out. That way, if somebody falls in, you can toss them a line. If they don't have neck spikes or something, you can help them get out. So I need to do a couple measurements and drill a hole in the back of that thing, and we'll get this thing on there, and then we'll head out to the lake and see how it works. So stay tuned. First thing I need to do is take this out and mark 2 holes like this. Mark these holes in the center on the back of this thing. So we're going to do that now. And when you take these out of the packaging, these rings like this, they do come apart. The screws will hold it on. And I'm going to mount it this way, up and down, so that when I'm not using it, it will just lay flat like so, instead of being this way. I know that there's people that do the same thing, and a lot of people will just run one eye bolt through the back. I chose to use a piece like this, so that it distributes the force on the plastic a little bit better. I am slightly worried about that plastic getting incredibly cold, and if wind does come up, that it could crack or pull something like an eye bolt out. I guess if you use a big fender washer, it's probably not a big deal, but I chose to go this route, once again, so it's collapsible also. So I'm gonna get that hut turned around, kind of. I don't have much space out here. So this doesn't need to be perfect, just relatively centered, but I'm going to get a measurement, a basic measurement here. Looks like it's about 58, and this is, I don't even know which hut this is, Yukon, it's the Yukon XL Thermal. So, I'm actually, I guess, what can I use to mark the holes? See if I have a center punch in here. I should. I'll just use a center punch and I can mark those holes out. I'm gonna have to take my drill out of the auger and use that to drill the holes. Although I could probably stick them in a, well, no. Yeah, I'll have to pull that out. I really wish I had a wider angle lens. Maybe if I set it up here, just dangle it down that way. That looks a little bit better. There you can see the whole thing. What's up, people? So I'm going to use this center punch. If you guys haven't used one of these before, it's just a spring-loaded little thing to mark a hole. Let's see if I've got a piece of wood somewhere. So you can use this and you just push it against, and if you hear that click, it'll kind of put a little indentation in. So if you need a centering mark for a drill bit or something like that, these things work great. They're relatively cheap. And so I measured that out at 58, roughly 58. So I'm going to mark a hole at 29. Or mark the center line at 29. And actually, I'll just use the same thing. I should be able to scribe a little line in the back of it. I don't need much. Okay. Hopefully my butt crack's not hanging out too much. So I just scribed a little center line on there. And then I'll run the center line right here. I think these are 1/4 20s. Bits. I think this is a complete set. Yep. So we'll just match one up about the same size. There we go. 1/4 inch bit. Fit right through there. And I'll link this stuff down in the description below. I got everything at Menards. So the other pieces like the PVC you're just gonna have to figure out. But it's just a 1-inch piece of PVC pipe. And actually, if you go to the store, if you go to Menards, I think this is like, what is this? Probably about 5 foot. I'm 6 foot. You can buy this, I believe, in 24-inch sections, which is probably about perfect. But yeah, you can buy it in shorter pieces. Chuck up our bit here. And I'm just gonna hold this plate against the back of there. Well, yeah, I'll just drill right through those holes. I suppose I can take you guys down there and give you a closer angle. Possibly. Ooh. My knee does not like the concrete. So I've got a center line marked here. Guess I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing on the other side that I'm gonna hit with the drill. No, it'll be all right. And I can't kneel down on this concrete with my bad knee. Right about there. And I'm gonna drill one hole and then I'm gonna run the bolt through so that I don't move it around to drill the second hole. And actually, I don't need that on there to do that, I suppose. I guess don't want it too high or too low. There we go. Clean that out a little bit. And I'll run a bolt through. So, my balance. All right, so we've got a little bolt and an acorn nut, and I'm going to put some washers on both sides when I get the final assembly done, but this will hold it in place for now. I don't lose it. And I'm gonna put the bolt head, the head of this on the inside, and the acorn on the outside. I want it as flat as possible on the inside so that it does not catch on anything in there. There we go. Tighten down. And I'm just going to hold it kind of straight down. Bam! Alright, I grabbed a few washers. I don't know exactly what size these are off the top of my head. They were just in my drawer of junk. But they're not too oversized. They're pretty close to the same size, so those will work great. Get this camera adjusted back down again. I'll pull this back out so I can put my washers and the actual D-ring in there. Put our D-ring on our little bracket here. A couple more washers. There we go. another washer, and another acorn nut. I'll get those tightened down here in a second, but let's grab our clip here. We've got our clip, and that'll just clip right here. Actually, I need to cut that piece of PVC down. So my auger is a 6-inch hole, and this is going to go down in your hole. So I'll just do 24 inches. If I need to cut it any shorter, if I feel like it's too long, I can do that also. But about 24 inches should work. I'm going to measure 24 inches on this. Right about y'all. That should work all right. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be any specific length. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. I'm going to run a piece of tape around the pipe here so I can mark a straight line. Close enough for me. So I've got 24 inches here with a straight line marked out. And I'm going to cut that. And I really don't want to bust that saw out and get that thing all set up just to cut this one piece of pipe. So I've got a tiny little hacksaw here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this right here on the table. No matter how many times I clean my garage, it just ends up a mess again. But this shouldn't take too terribly long. There we go. 124-inch piece of PVC, 1-inch PVC pipe. Now I need to get a piece of rope and run it through here. I don't really know how long it needs to be. I'll just kind of eyeball it. I'm just going to run it through my piece of PVC here. And tie the two ends together. So before you tie your knot, take your clip, slide it on over one of them, and then just tie your knot up. I'm just gonna stick them together and do one of these like so. Just a regular old knot. Make sure it's nice and tight, cinch that down. You can get it wet. That might help it tighten a little farther, but that'll be just fine. That ain't coming apart. And I'm gonna take this knot, and I'm gonna try to stick it in here in the pipe, just so it's out of the way. Should be able to fit it in there. It's pretty tight, but that's good. Get that pulled in there. And here we go. This is your anchor, along with the piece on the back there. So you can come down here, you guys see me? Clip that on there, and this will run out the back of your shack here, like y'all. So that's all we got going on down there is just that. It's secure in there. When you're not using it, that's out of the way, and you can just throw this in your shack, or if it's not a windy day, leave it in your truck or whatever. I'm gonna get this all loaded up in the truck, and we're gonna head out to the lake, and we're gonna see how it works. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I made it up to the lake. I'm gonna drop that anchor down and see how well it works. It should work good. There isn't a lot of wind today, but anything can start blowing you around when you're sitting on ice. That's why it's nice to have snow on the ground, because then you won't blow around so easy. But we'll see how this anchor works. Hold on a second. Alright, so we've got our anchor rope here with our clip on the back, and I'm just going to clip this onto the back of the shack. And I'm going to take this end, just stick it down in the hole here so that the PVC goes both directions. My hands are cold already. Pull it tight. There you go, you ain't going anywhere. That's it, guys. It just anchors you down into the hole. If you want to leave, just loosen everything up And if you let it drop and pull one side, it pulls right out of the water. And that's all you need. You don't need to drill anything down. You don't need anything extra except for your auger blade. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give the video a like if you thought it was cool, and stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.